Hi you guys, my name is Derrick Rashid and welcome to my channel.
Bring back my girl.
So ridiculous. Oh, I just gonna vote for myself to go home. So we are back with yet another recap of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 5. This is episode 4. So the episode starts with us seeing the queens come back after the elimination. We are now about to go into the box of lipsticks and see who everyone voted for. Mayhem and Alexis own up to the fact that those 2 votes for Shea are from them, and the reasoning that they're giving is really much of a cop-out. Just say that you wanted the baddest girl to go home. That would have been much more, dare I say, respectable than just coming up with all of these other excuses rather than the one that's the main fact. So the next morning we walk back into the workroom, and this is where Alexis points out what I mentioned last week about the queen who was the top ends up being up for elimination the bottom week, that pattern that we discovered, and everyone's looking at Juju like, girl, is it gonna be Juju? Juju as in you see how I did it? Okay. And Ru walks in to let the girls know about the Maxi Challenge for this episode, and it is going to be entitled SheMZ, a play on TMZ, the celebrity gossip blog channel show. And the teams are yet again pre-chosen, and their idea on what it is already decided. Can we do something about all of these acting challenges, these group challenges, these improv challenges? Because none of the queens are getting highlighted in the way that they should be. It's not giving the fans what they want this season, and honestly, truly, I feel like a lot of us are fed up with the entire concept of All Stars if this is what we're gonna get. And the regular season are kind of sort of following in this path where there's no real creative type challenges. We get similar challenges week after week, and it's a little bit old at this point. The teams are gonna be Mayhem and India. India's character is very much a shoplifter, and Mayhem is like the shop owner or the clerk of the store, and she gets busted. That's the scenario around their situation. Jujubee, Blair, and Cracker are basically a take on the whole college scandal situation with the what's her name from Full House, that lady, and that situation. So Juju is the mom, Blair is the child, and Cracker is like the person that's like the center of this entire ring. And then our last group is going to be Shea and Alexis. Their story is very much housewives of whatever, and they both got kicked off the show and they're just having a kiki, but they're frenemies. My thoughts on all the groups: with Mayhem and India, I feel as though both of them are very mutable when it comes to these types of challenges, so I don't really know who or if anyone's really gonna stick out. For the trio of Juju, Blair, and Cracker, I have high hopes for them, and I'm expecting them to win out of all of the teams. And for the last group, which is Shea and Alexis, I feel as though they could also be very good, but with all this tension, I'm hoping that they can get past that because they could actually be very good in this challenge. Now, while the girls are getting ready for their improv sketches and like their outlines or whatever, Cracker decides that now is the perfect time to try to clear the air with Blair and see if there's any validity to what Alexis apparently said, which was that between Blair and Mayhem, they were trying to scheme to get Cracker out of the competition. Blair obviously denies this and says that none of that has happened, and then they go into this big old back and forth thing about apologies and friendship, and I want to compete against you as a friend, and a lot of time being wasted when we really have to be outlining a freaking skit. In the spirit of TMZ, SheMZ also have a live component where the girls are in boy drag, and it is extremely cringy. They are very much dude bro-y, and it's just like, I wish I didn't have to see this portion of it. That's how much I hated it, honestly, truly. So just a like brief synopsis or kind of what I thought about each group. Up first, it's Alexis and Shea, and I really like their thing. I thought they were really good. I thought they played off of each other. It was a very good start to this challenge, since I didn't have any high hopes overall because I'm not a fan of these challenges. Jujubee, Blair, and Cracker, I really had most hope in Jujubee. Also Cracker, but I was surprised in Blair. In the beginning, she held her weight with the two of them, but towards the end, she kind of fell off, and it was very much the Jujubee and Cracker show. Mayhem and India's. Not even gonna lie, I've watched this episode twice. Both times I started dozing off or got really sleepy on this one. So yeah, I called it immediately. I was like, these two are going to be in the bottom two. I don't even need to see the runway. The challenge enough is going to seal the deal for me. As we're getting ready for the main stage, and the category is Camo Couture. Kind of sort of why I'm wearing this green today, to try to go in with the theme just a little bit. We have another deep conversation. Last week we had one about substance abuse, and this week we're having another conversation. Blair and Mayhem answer the question regarding if anyone was in like some sort of like publicity slander blogs like TMZ or whatever, and Blair states that yeah, the weekend that she got kicked off on her original season, she had this thing on TMZ and people found out that she had a DUI, and then Mayhem chimes in and says that she's also had two DUIs, and goes into the story about her being arrested in drag. And I've heard this story before, and it doesn't make it any easier. My heart's with Mayhem. I love Mayhem. You all know I love Mayhem. But that story though, like, to be humiliated during the booking process, like, that just lets you know like how I'm gonna go on a tangent, so I'm gonna stop. Like, the climate that we're in right now in the world is not helping this situation for me. So let's get down to our Camo Couture runway look, shall we? The first queen that we have come out is going to be Jujubee, and she gives us this very much cloaked camo, and she's definitely putting off vibes of I am with a very rich hunter, and I love her look. I love the red hair. The one thing that I did not really like was the clutch. I would have much preferred her to go without the clutch and do a brooch kind of situation on the closure of the cloak. I think that would have been really good. I like the red shoes. With the red, I'm here for it. Love this look. Cracker comes out and she's giving us this warrior camo princess vibe, and I'm loving it. I love this three-piece look on her. But remember when season 10 they had this whole exchange for a few episodes with Cracker and Aquaria about them having very similar faces? This look on Cracker, the entire paint, made me think of that, because I was like, oh yeah. But I love this look on her. I love this look on her. I love this look on her. Blair comes out and she's serving very much bark, very much tree, very much springtime, and I am here for it. I love when a queen takes a category and doesn't take it so literally. I love that, because I was expecting to see camo after camo after camo after camo after camo, and I just love when that's different. Shea's look, a concept. I love this girl. Okay, so she gives us the old navy fatigues, the blue ones, which correlate with the water, which is why she has the watering can, and then her hair and her style of dress, her sunglasses are all 60s, so she's obviously a 60s navy housewife. Like, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I love this look. And that's the story. Like, that is all the story. I love the wig with the little bandana tie thing around it. Love that. Love that. Alexis comes out in a white camo serving us Narnia meets Game of Thrones tease. I'm here for it. Again, it's not a traditional camo, but you saw the woodiness to it, the leaves, the sticks, or whatever they were there. So mom's gonna be laying out in the middle of the snow waiting for a snow leopard, and that's gonna be the game she's catching. Like, I really like this look on her. I love the forehead makeup with the jewels and everything. Yes, 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 yes. Mayhem comes out and gives us this pink camo moment, and I really, really, really love it. I want this print for myself. I love this color on her. I feel like this season she's been very good about her color tones matching, like, not matching, but complementing her skin tone, and I'm here for it. The one thing, two things, I have two things to say about this. I didn't not like her hair color. I just wish it was a little bit darker. And we just got a swimsuit, so a bodysuit shortly after a swimsuit. Let's not Vanjie this moment, but I'm not gonna say I don't like the look, because I really like the look. I like the print, I like the cut, I like the embellishments that she had on her shoulder and around her waist, I believe. Her what are those things called? Oh, those things that go around the leg, the real sexy things. She had those too. Here for all of it. India comes out with this very much kimono moment, and I know it's a kimono. I really know it's a kimono, but this part really bothered me. I would love like a bustier moment with that same pattern if it has to be. I wasn't a fan of that either, but she could have kept the flowy moment at the bottom. She could have also kept the bow if she wanted to. And also with the changes that I mentioned, it would have made for a better moment for her to have a longer wig. She could have kept the same color, the same slick back, but we could have added, I would say, probably a good 4 to 5 inches of length on her wig, so that the back, we can also see that slick backness rather than it just stopping at her neck. Other than that, I really like the look. All the queens get on stage so that we can find out who's safe, etc., etc. Our safe queens are Shea and Blair. Our top queens are Juju, Alexis, and Cracker, leaving us with Mayhem and India in the bottom, just as I predicted. Our winner is Cracker, leaving Mayhem and India up for elimination, and I believe that would make this India's 3rd time up for elimination. I am honestly truly hurt that Mayhem is in the bottom. She is also the queen that I'm okay with going home this episode, and it's nothing about her specifically. I just think that there are some people who are not fit for competitions, just like there are some people who are like brilliant and suck at taking tests. I feel like this is the same thing, and this is the thing with Mayhem, because Mayhem is an amazing queen, but I just feel as though India has progressively gotten better overall in her runway looks. I think I've preferred them over Mayhem's like almost the entire season, just about. So we get to a little voting moment, and the only thing that I have to say is Shea is me in a competition aspect. I don't care what happened this week. If you voted for me last week, I am voting for you the next chance I get. Our assassin is revealed, and our assassin is the one and only Morgan McMichaels. The second that this is revealed, I'm like, oh, Cracker's not winning this. Cracker is not winning this. There is no way that Cracker is gonna beat Morgan. You guys know I tweet this show as it's happening live, and I get involved in this conversation about rumors and spoilers about this episode. And what's said to me is that production allegedly, production halted this lip sync because Morgan was murdering Cracker. And they wanted to give Cracker the win. And here I am. I'm not one for spoilers. I try to avoid them. I don't even watch previews. I don't know what's happening on the next episode. But I'm like, you know what? Most of the time these things come out and I do happen upon them, they're usually true. So I'm like, all right, let's see how this edit goes for this lip sync. And sure enough, there's a moment in this lip sync where it literally cuts from Morgan's in the front of the stage. She's at the front right, if you're looking, front right of the stage, and Cracker is in the back, almost backstage, and then it cuts and they practically switched. So Cracker's now in the front and now Morgan's walking up the catwalk up towards the judges, and I'm like, yeah, that don't even look right. Like they obviously edited because the lip syncs were still in sync, but that jump for them to basically play almost the entire song, it just didn't line up. So I'm completely understanding that this is probably what happened. At the end of it, it is indeed a tie, so that Cracker could get a win. And I'm sorry, she shouldn't have won that. She shouldn't have. And I don't care who's mad about it. With there being a tie, there's the possibility of both queens going home, because now we have to reveal 2 lipsticks. So as the assassin, Morgan reveals hers first, and then it's revealed that Mayhem is the one going home. Cracker then reveals hers, which also says that Mayhem is going home, and Mayhem goes home. So we finally see the breakdown of the votes, and they are 7 Mayhem, including Cracker. And that's it, because there's only 7 queens. So Mayhem voted for herself to go home. Can we just throw the season away? Let's just throw the season away, because obviously there's only 10 girls. 20% of them at this point gave up and voted for themselves to go home. Why come on the show if you're just gonna give up? Like, we're not here for the competitions. We're not here for these queens eliminating themselves, essentially. So let's just start over. Let's start over. Actually, let's just crown Shea and go home. That's it. That's it. Crown Shea. That's it, you guys. That's going to be it for this recap of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 5. If you liked it, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on socials. I have Twitter. I have Instagram. My handles are Derrick_Rashid, just like it is with this channel, only the channel does not have the underscore. And with that, see you next week, guys. Bye.